Hi everyone, welcome to Eco Learning Classes. This is Professor Geeta Mahesh. Dear students, now let us discuss an interesting and important concept, total revenue and average revenue of a firm under perfect competition. Before we take up that, what do you mean by revenue? Revenue may be defined as total receipts of a firm that a firm receives from the sale of its commodity. When a firm is going to sell the commodities that it has produced, it is going to receive a receipts. That receipts we call it as revenue. Now let us discuss total revenue and average revenue of a firm under perfect competition. What do you mean by total revenue? Here total revenue is nothing but total sales receipts from the sale of all the goods. If firm is going to produce 10 goods and each one will be sold at 2 rupees, then 20 we call it as total revenue. See here, total sales receipts received by a firm from the sale of all the goods. Sale of all the goods means 10 goods produced. So it is going to sell 10 units of good. Then each one will be sold at 2 rupees means 20 will be the total revenue of the firm. Now let us discuss this with the help of an example. To sell candles in the perfect competitive market, let us assume the price of candle box is 10 rupees. So candle box price, each candle box price is 10 rupees. That is the market price, and we know under perfect competition all firms are price taking firms and there will be a single price or uniform price. This we can understand with the help of a table. You can see here in the table quantity sold is given and the price as it is given. Here you can see the price of candle box is 10. So the price is given here and we need to find out a total revenue. How will you find out a total revenue? Total revenue, we know that total revenue is equal to price into quantity. As price is fixed by an industry under perfect competition, or we can call it as it is a joint effort of both buyers and sellers. So we know the feature of perfect competition. No single firm can influence the market. Maybe a firm or the seller or the buyer cannot influence the price of a product in the perfect competition. So he is a price taker. So the price remains constant, you can see. At given price, how much a firm is able to sell, it can sell and it can increase its total revenue. It is with hands of firm itself. It cannot change the price of the product, but it can increase its sales in order to increase its total revenue. If it is going to sell 0 quantity, then 0 into 10, the total revenue will be 0 only. As quantity increases, you can see he is able to sell 1 unit of output, then at 10 rupee price, he will get a total revenue 10. So 1 into 10 is equal to 10. Now you can see if a firm is able to sell 2 units, then 2 into 10 is 20. You can observe as quantity sold is increasing, total revenue is also increasing. You can see here in the table as quantity sold is increasing, total revenue is also increasing. But you should keep in your mind the price under perfect competition remains constant. At a given price, how much a firm is able to sell, it can sell and thereby it can increase its total revenue. Dear students, let us understand total revenue with the help of a diagram. Total revenue changes as quantity sold changes. This can be explained with the help of a diagram. So here total revenue will varies as output sold changes or increases. This can be explained with the help of a diagram. Dear students, in the diagram you can see on x-axis output sold and on y-axis revenue is measured. You can see the total revenue is moving upward and it is straight line. Why it is straight line means because the price is constant. The price is constant, and because of that reason total revenue is moving upward and it is straight line. It is not a curve, it is a straight line. It indicates that a firm can sell as much as the quantity it wants to sell at a given price, and this price remains constant. As we know, under perfect competition there will be a single price or uniform price. So on x-axis quantity or output sold and revenue on y-axis measured. Total revenue, you can see in the diagram, it slopes positively. It moves upward. There is a positive relationship between total revenue and output sold. When output sold is 0, total revenue is also 0. So it starts from 0. Total revenue starts from 0. The sale of output increases, total revenue also increases. So that is why we say that total revenue is a positively sloped curve, because there is a positive relationship between output sold and total revenue. Dear students, now let us understand average revenue. Average revenue is nothing but total revenue per unit of output sold. We call it as average revenue. Average revenue can be calculated. Average revenue is equal to total revenue divided by quantity. Here, average revenue is equal to price. You can see this in the above table. Both price and AR is 10. For price taking firm, always AR is equal to price. You can see here, dear student, we know that AR is equal to TR divided by Q. And we know what is the formula for TR? TR is nothing but a P into quantity divided by quantity. You can represent this one. So here Q will be cancelled. So AR is equal to P. Under perfect computation, always AR is equal to P, as P is constant under perfect computation, and for every price taking firm, total revenue divided by quantity, you will get a AR, and this AR is always equal to price. Now let us understand this with the help of a table and a diagram. So first we will see the diagram. Then already we discussed the table previously for TR. Now we will see AR. You can see in the diagram, on x-axis output is measured, on y-axis price is measured. You can see here, dear student, this is the price line, and we know under perfect computation, price is always equal to AR, and AR itself we call it as demand curve under perfect computation. The market price is fixed at price P. We obtain a horizontal straight line cuts y-axis at a height equal to P. You can see this is a horizontal line and it cuts a y-axis at point P, which we call it as price. This horizontal straight line we call it as price line. It is also known as, I repeat once again, it is also known as average revenue curve and demand curve of a firm. So under perfect computation, price is equal to AR is equal to demand. Observe that the demand curve in perfectly competitive market, it is perfectly elastic. So here demand is always perfectly elastic. So here elasticity of demand is equal to infinity, which we call it as perfectly elastic, You can see, dear student, under perfect competition, demand curve will be perfectly elastic. What do you mean by that? Why it is perfectly elastic? Because if firm can sell as many units of good as it wants to sell at a price P. So P is a uniform price. How much? If a firm is able to sell 10 units, it can sell. If it is able to sell 100 units, it can sell at a given price. If it want to sell 1000, it can sell at a given price. Always you should remember this. It is a given price because under perfect competition, all firms are price takers. Now you can see in the table. So dear students, observe the table. You can see in the table. In the table you can see here the price. Price is given and it remains constant. And even AR is also constant, remains same, because total revenue, see here, when output sold is 0, the total revenue is 0. So AR is also 0. When firm sells first unit, the total revenue is 10. Total revenue 10. 10 divided by 1, you will get a 10. 10 divided by 1, you will get a 10. If firm is going to sell 5 units, then the total revenue is 50. But 50 divided by 5, you will get it 10. Because AR is equal to TR divided by Q. So if you are going to sell 5 units, total revenue is 50. 50 divided by 5, you will get it 10. So here you can see total average revenue remains constant and which is equal to price. Because of this reason, we say under perfect competition, AR is equal to P. Dear students, you can have notes on TR and AR of a firm under perfect competition, which is important for 6 marks and get good marks. Dear students, if you like, please like, share and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much.